Well, what's best? Improvising with scales or chord tones? If you're only thinking scales, you're not going to play authentic jazz. There's an awfully good chance you're just going to sound like, well, scales. Pretty sure you would agree that just doesn't sound very interesting. Even with a few chromatic notes and some leaps, there's not a lot of excitement. So how do we get excitement? By strategically placing chord tones where they are going to be most effective. You are still nailing the chord changes, but are free to play much more exciting things in between your well-placed target notes. I'm going to suggest that you start by thinking in chords. Let's go for a walk. Just to take a little break from all this heady stuff. You're probably thinking, what the heck is Adam doing here? I just wanted to take you on a quick walk to see my neighborhood. It's not going to take very long, just 45 seconds. Actually, less than 45 seconds now. Just wanted to sit down and have a very quick chat with you. I promise we'll come right back and finish the video. How does that sound? It's such a beautiful day here in New York that I thought I would take you for a walk around my neighborhood, from my apartment to this park that I often go to do some exercises, especially when it's warmer, and some deep breathing, and just have a quick little chat. You know, my channel is very nuts and bolts, very hands-on, and I want to give you good information. I want to teach you all the stuff that I've learned, pass that down to you so that you can save time. And there's lots of I would refer to as misinformation on YouTube and the internet, and I want to give you good information. So if you've been liking what I've been putting down, please consider subscribing, and I've got a whole backlog of other great videos and more videos to come. Let's go back to the room and finish the video.
Be careful. Sorry.
Let's focus on the 4 strongest notes of the chord: the root, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, and sometimes the 6th. If you're not sure how to figure out what the notes are to different chord types used in jazz, don't worry. I got you. I made a special video about this topic. The link will pop up to the right of your screen. I go over all the most important chords you'll need to know and how to figure them out. Don't forget to come back. Now, how do we add all that interesting stuff? We're going to get to that in a minute. You want to get more solid on using chord tones. Start with playing just chord tones on beats 1 and 3. Beats 1 and 3 are widely considered to be the strong beats in the measure. Since chord tones are the strong sounding notes of the harmony, the chords, we're going to place them on the strong beats. Makes sense, right? This concept might be a little bit new to you. These chord tones are not starting points, they're ending points. Think of them as resolution points. Think instead of playing into the chord tones. In order to get a true authentic jazz sound, you have to put some wrong notes in there too.
Hooray! All those wrong notes you play made it sound more original.
Enclosures are a very important part of jazz. It's a good way to get the more interesting wrong notes worked in there. Here's one of my favorites. It's a 3-note enclosure, starting up a whole step from your target note, then down a half step, then dips down a half step below the target note, then finally lands on the chord tone to resolve. You can do lots of other enclosures too. I'm going to play on the changes to all the things you are, using the whole bunch of different enclosures and techniques. I created a downloadable lesson where I teach you all the different techniques I just played so you can work them into your playing. The link is below. Scales aren't bad. It's just one part to mix in with the more interesting stuff that we just worked on here. In this video, I show you a fantastic exercise to use scales when improvising. Click on the video and I'll meet you there.